It's fucking ridiculous. Can I get your badge number? If somebody did that to you, would you think it was funny? Yes, you had a smirk on your fucking face.
Because this guy was smoking.
Right. He sat back here and did it.
This guy behind me was smoking. And I told him to keep holding the weapon.
Can I get your name?
Sergeant Jesus Galas.
And your badge number?
208. Sergeant, get down.
Yeah, I think everybody should just stand down. Yeah, you should get the fuck out of here. Fucking Blue Line Gang shit.
Well, thanks, Brian Tracer, for the super chat.
Hey, hello. Welcome in, everybody.
This guy right here.
Fucking did it right in front of it, too. Right in front of him. And he's fucking just standing here with this fucking smirk and everything. You should get the fuck out of here. You literally should get the fuck out of our face right now. Ooh. Yeah, you need to do something. And get your shit out of here. Get it the fuck out of here. You gonna let this happen? This is a fucking chief and the sergeant or whatever the fuck he said it was. It doesn't even fucking matter at this point. It's a fucking protest at this point. Somebody should be out here. Somebody higher than these two. This is highly ridiculous, you guys. Fucking wand him above his chest and shit. Fuck, what the fuck? Like he has a gun strapped to him. You have a fucking gun on you. We have a Second Amendment right in America. In Arizona, let alone. And you're better than anybody? He has a fucking heart pacemaker and shit in his heart. It's not fucking funny. It's not funny at all. First we violate First Amendment, now Fourth Amendment, and you fucking want somebody? You got me fucked up. What's up, Frank? I call for a resign right now. Then this fool gonna get up in somebody's face. What the fuck is that shit? Yeah. It's taking over 10 minutes for them just to even fucking do that. This is fucking ridiculous. Yeah. These fools are just standing in the fucking wall. Should be paused for this shit. No consideration for man at all. For a human being. Fucking life. But if somebody did something to you guys have a fucking whole field day. A whole parade for you guys. Right? That's a fucking Blue Line Gang. What's up, Central? It's highly ridiculous. What's up, everyone? This dude smirked. Smile. They don't care. They're just standing protecting this Fourth Amendment violation. No, it's okay. No, you don't need to. Right. Yeah. Go back in there and sit down somewhere. No. No, he just wants somebody in his fucking heart. He just wants somebody in his fucking heart. Are you fucking kidding me? He shouldn't say nothing at all. He should just be done. Yeah. Yeah. It's not. No, Arizona's nothing. We got a Second Amendment right. We don't need your explanation. Everybody's good. You should get the fuck out of the way and go back in the building. You should remove yourself. Resign right now. This is fucking fake and stupid.
Miller, has he been wanded down so he's good after his second time? So he's good?
Yeah, he's already done it. He's done it right in front of your stupid ass. They didn't get wand. They didn't get wand. What was there all that hyped up for that? It's ridiculous. You should resign. You should resign. 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 We'll take yours off. And you're violating it? Yeah. Fucking piece of shits. Should just resign. Because you have no made for anything. I hope you don't beat the hell out of your dog. Or your wife. Or your kids. Fucking ridiculous. You'll probably want a child too. Oh, protect the government. Oh.
Okay. How you been? I'm good. What about you?
That's just the thing. So you can see most everybody who comes in, they go screen, and then it's good to go.
And sir, just to.
Yeah, he was done. No care for human life, though. He didn't even go check. Yeah, only government can have firearms. Yeah, did you feel safe?
No, you hold your hand, yeah? Same thing, anything loose, just hold it in your hands. If you have any bags or anything, I'll run with you.
Oh, she didn't even check in. She just walked right on through. Yeah, you got to go back to the screening. Right. And wanting them in their fucking chest and shit, and then laugh about it.
It appears that we got different rules for
Rules for thee and not for ye, and everybody else.
We just want to make. How you doing? Did you get? You're going to be really safe in there. Because
Yeah.
people who have drive-ins are together.
Yep.
So that's going to keep you safe. James. Hi.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, Jenny, welcome in. Right? You guys fought for the Second Amendment. Right. Yeah. One day he'll learn. I mean, he's got a title of a sergeant.
Thanks, sir.
Belt buckle there.
Thank you guys all for your service, too. Yeah, thank you. You fought for all my rights.
I looked at you and I'm going, first class.
Thanks, sir.
Almost felt the first one. Good.
Hey, Chief, sir, how are you?
I'm here.
All right.
And the hell with that sir stuff. That's my dad. How you doing, man?
Do you feel safer knowing that?
All right, as I hit you in the head with my
They can
phone.
go back there again, second time.
What's up? Press harder.
Usually that's what happens.
Fail.
Come on, Chief. Take care, guys.
Thank you.
He's over there in the office.
No, he's still in the chair. What's up? Welcome to the world's media. Yeah. Can you see him right here?
Yeah. You're doing a good job, Mr. Thank you.
What's up, Johnny Bravo? Welcome in, everybody. These two pieces of shit laughed at toe tag being wound in the heart above his. Yep. Hey, Myron.
I gotta ask a question. I don't know if I'm actually do you feel safer knowing that the government is the ones who guys?
You know, I'm a strong believer of our Second Amendment rights, you know, and I understand that.
Only special people can have them. The ones that take the oath and break it.
What they should be doing, you know, and I get it.
And the other ones that sit by and just let it happen.
Hey, sir, how are you?
What's up, Howie? Welcome in.
Because they're the ones that otherwise I get it.
How long have we been doing it?
How many people? How many people have given up their Fourth Amendment right? Just doing it for a long time. And we pay these people to take away your Fourth Amendment right? That's what we do in life. Did you guys go through this wand thing too? They wanted each other? Yeah? That was a whole scream of a yell. That's what they call domestic terrorists in America. Yeah, he's in the chair right there.
And that's really what the Second Amendment's about.
Yeah,
It's about when that
Hey,
guy
Pepper Brook.
goes and puts his hands on the back of the seat, everybody stands up. It says, whoa.
Right. They exactly did that. Yep. They sure did. That's my next spot.
and honestly, I disagree with what happened. I was very about the fact, me being a former firefighter, being a public safety, you know, I work with police officers, you know, as a firefighter, I still have a lot of good friends that are in service, you know, and I honestly actually had criticized this situation before.
The four corner. Hey, Jenny. Probably already said that twice. What's a speeding program?
I think that would bring back sensibility if they were to do that. So,
What's up, Alfredo?
It was a mistake, it was stupid. Maybe some people are ignorant, but they got educated. The problem is that the chief still to this day stands behind the camera.
Thanks, Johnny Bravo. Welcome in.
Who can't understand, who can't say, you know what, we made some mistakes, let's move forward better. That person's gone.
Thanks for that list. We're still waiting for some more people to show up.
you know, so they serve at the pleasure of the governing body of the city. So they can easily fire and let go, hire and fire people.
Hope they make it out.
So, and I did put a lot of
It's a positive nation.
about that, you know, out there in public about that, and I was very vocal that
What's up, bestie? Maria, Maria. What's up, Kick Rocks? Kicks Rocks is the thing right now.
my daughter.
I was supposed to bring my daughter.
First she's 15 and she's been to the city council. So awesome.
I was supposed to bring my 15-year-old daughter today too, actually, for real. She's usually, a lot of times she's my camera person. She had a church event tonight that she didn't want to miss.
Yeah.
Emma.
So you let out her surprise or?
No, New Mexico.
Oh, okay.
Tendency.
Yeah, we do some stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we got a lot of people that are here. Everybody's coming out of town.
That's again, just walk right there.
Okay. I've heard a little bit about it. I think we're glad you sent me some stuff about it. You guys got some pictures of you guys smoking out there. So, yeah, no,
I don't do things like Rebecca does. She gets things out. I kind of, my thing is I just point at the stupidity and ridiculous.
Here's James Furman.
Because really, when we really start breaking it down, almost every single aspect of what's going on here is ridiculous. But that's
That's just a little bit of it.
every day it's new ordinances, new laws. I mean, with litigation,
They're allowing this to happen. They want their grandchildren not to have this happen, but they do it to everybody else. This is what the future is going to be like.
I really think that if they passed an ordinance or a state law, it's okay. Like they, I mean, it was once law, you could do it.
You guys want to see a Fourth Amendment violation?
It's like, that's your
I get your frustration, man, and I, you know, hope you guys can do one across, and, you know, and,
I mean, right now,
it's good to
Fourth Amendment violation.
people know.
So they just don't ask?
No,
They don't ask people if they have a pacemaker or not?
He told them he had a pacemaker.
Yeah, but is it not common practice to ask?
He doesn't say nothing. He's scared as shit right now. Because he already fucked up.
sorry we had to search you and warn you. It's just very important to us that government be the only people that be harmed. Right? Because and that's for government safety.
Yeah, for yours.
God bless the Uvalde Police Department. God bless the Uvalde Police Department.
Yeah, the acorn is the best one.
Everything in your hands. No, you're good. Good. You feel safer knowing
You didn't want her
the
down.
government is armed in here?
She could have a gun. I mean, there's plenty of stories where their employees or comrades or whatever the fuck there is, your coworker, comes in and shoots you too. But you didn't want her down.
Well, at the store, everything's armed.
But yeah, like Michelle said, they don't want, they don't ask. They just want.
Yeah, no kidding.
It don't matter if you have a pacemaker or not.
What was your?
Reese, I'm doing the invocation.
Hey, Swan Fox.
This guy didn't get wanted.
Yeah, you didn't even go through it.
You gotta go through security.
Yeah. They ain't gonna say nothing.
Thank you. I appreciate it. You're hired, just scan his pacemaker.
Okay.
You don't have a pacemaker, do you? Right, or ask a question if you got any kind of heart conditions. What's up, XXGO? Fourth Amendment violations. That's about 20, 30 of them by now. I think we put our hand on the Bible and swore an oath. I don't even know if an oath is even warranted anymore. It's a clown show. I'm sure your grandfather fought for something. Or your great grandfathers. Or not. Let's see if we're gonna want the children.
And it is right through these doors, yeah. You can hold on to your jacket, you see it loosen your hand. Just hold it in your hands as you go through, yeah. You can hold on to your jacket.
Yeah, smash that like button.
Welcome, man, where you coming in to?
We want pacemaker people, but not children.
Alex, walk in, baby.
Well, I guess the thing is to hide the gun on the babies and the kids, because they're not even checking out. Another one that just passed with no wand. So has everybody else. That's funny. That's funny. Got that on camera too. Because you guys could just leave out of here and come back in with a gun because you just hid it outside here somewhere.
They just doing their job. I don't see why you guys gotta give them a hard time.
Excuse me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he did, and I got it on camera.
What's that? No, you laughing at him, I wasn't laughing at the situation with you.
He's still smart.
I was actually the one trying to tell him, and if you watch the video, I was trying to tell him no, and he's the one who's telling him.
I wasn't worried about any video or anything.
Did you just say that I said you wanted him? Yes, you absolutely did.
Oh, they don't have to go through the screening either.
Then you don't.
She could have had a gun in her purse.
No, I told him to put the one on the table.
You can wand me, but from the waist down.
Yeah.
You can pat me down if you want to from the waist up.
The way we normally do that is, anyone with a pacemaker, we just pat down, that way we don't, raise.
What do you do? Take a part film or something and forget about it? Dude, he went from my feet up to my head. When I'm sitting there saying, I got a belt on, I got a wallet, and I'm holding it up, you can only do me from the waist down.
Did you tell me you had a pacemaker?
Yes.
A couple of times. A couple of times. More than a couple.
One of these guys? This one?
The only one that's been wanting the whole time.
It's really Sergeant's fault, man. It's really Sergeant's fault.
I mean, Sarge watched. I didn't hear nothing come out. I mean, usually you talk, you don't sign to a person that's not paying attention.
See you looking at that camera hard. Did he tell you you had a pacemaker? You're gonna get asked that shit in court anyway.
Oh, yeah.
You get used to
'Cause that's
it
a
now.
fucking lawsuit, a federal
Did he
lawsuit.
tell you you had a pacemaker?
Fucking ridiculous.
No comment?
I'm just stepping aside.
Well, I'll ask you.
You can leave that with Carl.
Yeah, he should have left that a long time ago.
I'll do that, and I'll get you.
Wow.
I'll ask you that. So you took Miller's place. Did he tell Miller you had a pacemaker?
Yeah, you gotta get wand.
Gotta have you wanted.
Yeah.
For our son, I'm not gonna respond.
Oh, now we're just gonna let everybody go in and out.
Oh, she's privileged.
Oh, she waits.
Yeah, he said he wasn't gonna do it. They're not doing it no more.
We gotta have you wanted.
What's up, Broken?
We're gonna have to go through the security.
I gotta take, I'll look for it too.
This is ridiculous too because she probably just went to the fucking bathroom. This is ridiculous.
Government can be armed here.
Yeah. It's highly fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
I think this is all just a show and just a retarded show at this point. On these parts. Very much live. Millions watching. Millions.
I think it was just pure shock. Still, could have fucking dropped to the fucking floor right now.
Miller's a good guy.
It took him a minute.
This sergeant.
Because I've been live for at least 25 right now. Just sent them.
This guy How you doing?
And just fully just resign. I mean, we go from arresting people for saying their First Amendment to violating somebody in their Fourth Amendment. Yeah, there's no point in walking through it no more. They about killed somebody. No point even it being here.
Oh, you're with the government? Are you with the government? Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure no civilians can be harmed. We want to keep a monopoly on.
Every one of them is gonna beep through the machine. Yeah, she's government. You don't have to do it. It's okay.
She's part of the club now. No, thank you.
The real story's inside, but it changed. And it changed real quick. What's happening? That changed real quick. Can everybody share this out? Share them all out. Waive your Fourth Amendment right. Yeah. I hope everybody is telling them you have a pacemaker. I hope you know.
Since he knows the people here.
Yeah.
No, they're cool. My brother was a Nazi. Somebody's gonna clip that and take it out of context.
The ones that can say that's all here, that's what they have.
I mean, I just follow orders, right? All right, come on in so they can violate your Fourth Amendment. What's up, good citizen media? Right, hey, New York. Welcome in, everybody. What's up, Michael? Lady Jarvis. Jaglis. Oh, I like that, but I'm not going to say that one. No. What's up, you people? Yes. What's up, Tempe? He walked right around it. What's up, Road? Thank you for sharing it. It starts at 6. We had another incident that happened. That's why I'm standing here. Which parking lot did you got park in? Nah, not too tired. No, he already did. When something serious happened. Okay, we should still be live. But safe drive. What's up, Oklahoma? And road.
Very beneficial for me to just have my skills on that stuff. I felt like as much control when I would get everything across this Saturday, every other Saturday.
They're on break, I believe. It sounds like the music playing is on break. Surprise, Arizona. Surprise. What's up, AVA? Welcome in. Too late. What's up, here, Karen Counts? Oh, I like that. You should have left that there. The one that says records. The city clerk. What building are you near? Oh. You might need to come around. They ran out of the camera shot. Like near the parking garage or where? Do you see a gate that's blocking like the entranceway?
Yeah, I know this guy right here.
You want to go see if I thought he was in there. You want to go see about Tempe? They say they're by Ottawa, so I'm thinking they're on the backside over here.
Yeah.
Because this Ottawa's over here, but I don't know what the door number is or.
Yeah, just tell them to look for me.
Right. Okay. What's up? Look for Tucson Tote. He's coming out right now. He's coming outside of the building right now. You see a purple waterfall thing? A fountain, water. A purple fountain.
Basically, if it's a bag, we just run it through.
If you want to hold the water bottle, you can, or run it through
It,
this one.
well, it likes to spill.
Okay, yeah, do that.
And actually,
Do that.
I got it last time.
Yes, ma'am, no worries. You can hold your keys, that's fine.
They were at the door.
They were almost there, huh? I've been waiting for them the whole time. They're gonna violate your. They're gonna violate your First Amendment or your Fourth Amendment.
One at a time, so if you want, you just give them a second.
Yeah, right?
No pacemaker, right? Bless you there.
Yep, right there. To the right and right in the center.
You guys don't have a pacemaker, right?
You have a belt on, sir?
Beep, 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 beep.
Simply, sir.
I don't even want to go live, man.
I mean, yeah, they fucked you over
I
already.
came up here to go fucking live, and this fucking idiot fucked me up.
How you feeling?
All right, just
Right.
I feel something, you know what I mean? But
Yeah, you take you to the hospital?
I could.
I mean, I don't have my car, but I can get you there.
Yeah, that's the only thing, you know what I mean? All right. Everything was checking out good. It was just, you know what I mean? Now it's like, I just feel like a little tightness. But I feel that once in a while anyways. But tomorrow morning I'll just beeline it to my doctor. They'll put me right in, you know what I mean? Give them this paper. Yeah, I fucked up all this shit, man. Couldn't even. I don't know, man.
I've been watching these and it's over here. The other one came back out.
Huh?
The other one came back out. He went to talk to him, so I don't know where he went now.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one that wanted you. Cause I've been watching it. Idiot ass. I got it all too. If you need any of it, let me know. Cause you told me last time to do that, so
Yeah,
I was already
yeah.
ready. And you said
even
it.
said that
You
walking
said
in,
it
man, you
100
guys didn't-
times.
Yeah.
100 fucking times. And this fool talking about, why didn't you fucking yell at him?
If my doctor changes his fucking mind tomorrow, you know what I mean?
Oh,
He
yeah.
says what the fuck is wrong, and I say it could possibly law, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I'm fucking way there, dude.
Oh yeah. Well, he said I'm sorry. I made sure to get it all. So
Thank you. Thank
James Freeman has it too. He was alive.
you. Yeah, I know he was.
So or he's still
He,
alive.
he probably got the whole view of it.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
should have just
I got
fell
it
to
too.
the floor.
Yeah, I should have.
Truthfully, should have just fell to the fucking floor. Fucking idiot.
And then they didn't have any of their stuff. They got out of that fucking truck with nothing. Cause it took them over 10 minutes to get the fucking shit.
Yeah, I told him, man,
They got me fucked up.
call 911 or fucking something, dude. You guys are right here. They were more worried about this fucking award thing.
Yep. And waiving people or Fourth Amendment or violating people's Fourth Amendment right. They want everybody but the employees. Every one of them.
James didn't get up there and speak.
Oh yeah, and I'm sure it's all changed at this point. It's all changed.
You might go live.
Yeah, when everything
I'm
started.
gonna go live right now.
Rounds of gunfire from inside the home, perimeter set, the immediate action team postponed. The team close around the home, several officers located the female victim responded. Information was released from the victim, the male suspect, Rex Weber, broke in the house around 3 a.m., shot the victim's daughter, and assaulted the victim. And would not allow her to leave before baby. take the Westside, yesterday, we get away from the suspect. Hey, what's up, everybody? Still inside the
Had to
house.
take the bear.
The confirmation being inside the house.
Yeah, he wasn't gonna go live, but he decided to go live. I'm gonna head in a minute here.
Understanding that the shooter was still inside the home. Carlson knew with near certainty going into the bedroom to rescue the baby would result in deadly confrontation. However, without hesitation, Carlson pushed the door open, leads the team into the room. He's immediately met with the sound of a crying baby in the doorway. Carlson stepped over the baby, placed himself dry cover for other team members who were able to pick the child up and carry it away to safety. Baby sustained several gunshot wounds, was in serious condition, and with the help of surprise paramedicals, was evacuated and is undergoing several surgeries. We're happy to say the baby is recovering and doing well. Officer Charles Williams, along with other courageous officers, demonstrated bravery and unwavering
Yeah, I'm a toe
commitment
too.
to the safety of others while consciously facing imminent peril. His understanding-
Glad your heart's working.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I wasn't so far away from home.
Right,
I'm going in right now.
right.
of the
Well,
Police Department. He is therefore more than worthy of this award.
What a fucking idiot, man. Like I said, you guys will see it on James Freeman's Westside Accountability channel.
As I've said at several of these meetings before,
Yeah,
it takes a special
I'm
type of
still
individual
fucking,
to
I'm not,
run into
you know what I mean?
a
My
fire,
head's not in this game right now.
burning house,
yeah.
or run towards gunfire.
And we had such a fucking awesome time coming up here too, man. Had a good day at court.
I guess the picture's on.
He had to go and fuck it up.
Yeah.
And then laugh about it. That's what fucked,
Really?
that fucked me
I
up.
should've
Well, not
followed
laugh,
his
but like
fucking
smiled.
face, dude.
He smiled about it the whole fucking time. And then the sergeant too. Was like, oh, I was smiling and laughing about Freeman's whatever Freeman was telling him.
Yeah.
He wasn't fucking laughing at that. I got that shit all on face, all of it. That fucking pissed me the fuck off.
Yeah, I don't know why, but I am so, like, I don't even know how to explain it.
It's just a city council meeting and surprise. They're having award ceremonies and stuff, counting minutes and doing some other stuff. A couple people are gonna talk and say
Hey,
some.
French fry.
some
Thanks for
words.
coming in, man.
Oh shit, you got French fry over there. Everybody check out Tucson Toe Tag. Let's go ahead. In the Middle East. Pray for him.
'Cause you know how
We got jackasses wanting people when they tell them they're fucking pacemakers.
you see how it was at our last video out there. You know what I mean? I don't back down. I don't like why I didn't. You know what I mean?
I mean, you were in a new area. You were in a new area.
I
Like,
don't fuck with my life. I don't give a fuck about it. You know what I mean?
I just don't understand like how you fucking like all fucking big. And you're fucking telling him. And he fucking does it. I wanted to fucking punch him. I can't. But I wanted to fucking punch him.
That's
And
what's
then the
eating me up
sergeant,
right
too,
now too. Why didn't I do it?
Sergeant. The fucking sergeant standing there and he's like things to him. No. Why aren't you voicing it? You're above him.
Hey, Chris Harder. What's up, brother? I'm here with Joe Cool. And listen, I told you we were coming, brother.
Oh, that fucking pissed me off.
You should have been here.
Yeah, you should have been here.
Yeah, that's the only thing that's wrong with it. It's just that.
The famous Joe. Right.
But now I can't really work it no more because the screen is broke inside. So I'm just waiting for the right time to get a new one.
PR.
Maybe this lawsuit
And
I
what's
do right
up?
now will fucking get me one.
Good citizen is in the
All
house.
depends on what my doctor
They got some
says.
young ones talking. To youth council.
I'd like to share an update.
Always. Doing it always.
We're gonna do a street cleanup at the intersection of Procedural and Waddell. We're gonna do trash,
I got my CPR card ready if you need.
put them in the right place.
Because I would have been in action.
Clear
Not.
runaways in Surprise. This event is on March 15th at 8:30 a.m. We're excited to deposit.
Don't use that.
Definitely can't use that one.
Yeah, because I was acting up. Oh, no, you can use that one. It's fine. It's fine.
My phone is kind
Photogenic, you know.
of, thanks for coming in.
I can make it work.
I like that.
Oh, yeah, that was a good one. My press pass. I was blocking it.
And I didn't know I was coming up here to fucking die.
Oh, yeah, that was a good one, too.
Walking between that. Oh, yeah, this is pillar.
Yeah, that's some good ones. I got
Somebody
moves.
put a wand against my chest.
Yeah.
And I
Thank
stood
you.
there and told him not to. You can only do me from the waist down.
For more than once, too. Coming up saying it.
Yeah, it came up saying it.
And I should have already been live. I should have known better to just be live.
Freeman is live.
Right. I knew somebody was, so I'm good with it, but I mean, I got it on video because I did record it.
Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna go down tomorrow with my doctor. They'll rush me right in, you know what I mean? So I ain't worried about that, but just making it to tomorrow if anything happens.
Right.
For nomination, any council member may nominate any
Anyways.
council member, including myself. The council must
I'm waiting for the comments and stuff.
a orange sheet.
So I'm just hanging outside.
The person receiving the majority of the votes will then serve as the vice mayor. In the
Make him laugh. Westside, make him laugh. I know he's not doing it.
voting will repeat until it is.
Yeah, Oklahoma went over for mine. They were yours.
Thank you, sir, for the discussion and nomination.
Mayor, I'd like to nominate, Councilman
Where is that other punk? Did he leave?
He's standing over there. He's hiding.
This fucker right here.
He's hiding.
That is okay. No other nominations, no other discussions? Please cast your vote.
Probably Michael Miller or
Told that motherfucker to his face.
Mark
that
Millen.
pacemaker.
some attitude, the beer. Hey, he hit big time when Joe Cool got in his face.
Huh?
He hit big time when Joe Cool got in his face. Oh yeah, I got that shit live too.
Really?
He fucking ran. They told him to go in the back. He barely came back out, like maybe 10 minutes ago. What's up, Pink Taco? Yeah, I got Pink Taco in my life. I wasn't really paying attention. Yeah, he's eating cookies. Everybody, pray for Toteg. Somebody's getting sworn in. The vice mayor. Let's see after this if he's gonna answer the question right now.
Wait to see what happens. This is gonna turn out to be funny.
Yep. Because the first question.
Like you said, somebody's plans might have changed right now to jump in on this shit.
Oh yeah. You think? Yeah.
But I'm not too sure, man. I gotta find out before I even mention about suing and all that shit.
No. But you do have a lawsuit.
But I do.
Everybody does that came through that thing and they had to waive their Fourth Amendment. Because obviously it wasn't volunteered, right? Because you have to come through it.
You know what I didn't get is why I didn't go off when I went through it on that side.
Because even when the sergeant walked through there, it went off.
Officer Moore, Officer 2255.
Was you out here when that happened?
I'm sorry, I was behind the machine, yeah.
You heard me say that I have a pacemaker, right?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, man.
My name is Jack Hastings. I moved here over 20 years ago. I was in high school here. Lifeguard with council meeting in the summers. And went to ASU.
Yeah, you can tell I'm shaking.
Came back here to teach civics.
Yeah, it's not holding steady.
And, as your vice mayor, I'll be hard at work supporting Mayor Sarsfield and the city council. We're going to be hard at work.
Go in and sit down.
to
Is there seating in there?
jobs, and keep our taxes low, provide essential services.
So it might be better for you to sit down.
Yeah, I want to follow that fucker around, but I don't want to, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't want to.
Stalking,
Yeah.
threat or anything.
Yeah, you don't want to get your heart rate up either.
I'd follow one.
You got your battery? Because mine just died. Thank goodness for Tuck and Todak.
Yeah.
I just want to say a few words about Mr. Madison. He's been a huge advocate for the police in his career. He's retired police officer. And I think his expertise and professionalism that he's going to bring to this board is he's going to do an amazing job for both our police and fire folks. So with that, I will entertain a motion. So moved.
Put that in my pocket so I can stop moving around.
Then move in second, please cast your vote.
What are we voting on? The safety retirement. You can't. It doesn't tell you. Because when I was watching it last week, it didn't tell me. I'm gonna go in.
Right.
Looky when you're wet.
I'm gonna sneak by. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Thanks for everybody. for
Public
being
safety
here.
retirement, yes, PRS.
And I hereby attest
Hereby attest to
According to
abide by all official ordinances,
abide by all official ordinances,
policies, and procedures
policies, and procedures
of the city of Surprise,
of the city of Surprise,
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my
I'll
ability.
explain
So
to
help me
you.
God, or shall I do for?
So help me God.
Congratulations, sir.
That was the First Amendment.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Madison. All right, Madam, so there's 7 items on the consent agenda. Would any council member like to pull an item?
I moved to approve the consent agenda.
Second. Second, please cast your vote.
Sorry.
Madam Clerk, please read item number 10.
Consideration action of the 2025 Good evening, Mayor and Vice Mayor. I'm the first to officially say that to you. Tonight, I'm here to present the 2025 legislative agenda and a very brief 2024 legislative session recap. So for those residents who may not be aware, Surprise has 3 legislative districts. LB 25, we have Senator Tim Dunn. He transferred from the House to the Senate this session. House Majority Leader Michael Carbone and Representative McCusker. We also have LB 28, which represents about 3,000 residents in Surprise. We have Senate Majority Whip Frank Carroll, Representative David Livingston, and Representative Beverly Kimberly. LD 29, which represents about 55% of Surprise, we have Senate Majority Leader Janae Sham, House Speaker Steve Montenegro, and Representative James Taylor. Surprise's 2 congressional districts, CD8, which is new Congressman Abe Hamada, and CD9 Congressman Paul Gosar. And then we have 2 U.S. Senators, U.S. Senator Mark Kelly and new Senator Ruben Gallego. So in 2024, it was a much smoother legislative session. It only lasted 160 days versus ending on July 31st, the session before that. The legislature convened on January 8th, 2024 and adjourned on Saturday, June 15th. Arizona was one of 11 states with a divided government. The Republicans held a slight majority in both chambers. During the course of the session, there was 1,663 bills introduced. 330 of those bills were sent to Governor Hobbs for consideration. She signed 258 of the bills into law and vetoed 73. So what's the purpose of the legislative agenda? It's to define your priorities as a body, and then I represent those at the state capitol. It effectively provides me with the boundaries in which I support and oppose legislation. So I have this covered under almost pillars, and I have maintained Surprise's quality of life first, because effectively everything else falls underneath that. So Surprise's quality of life, what do I do at the Capitol? I protect the attributes that make Surprise a desirable community for families and businesses alike. That includes efficient transportation, public safety, safe neighborhoods, open space, and economic prosperity. We support responsible and manageable growth, and I added a new bullet point this year, which is support tourism measures and policies that help maintain Arizona as a destination. I also preserve local funding. We protect existing funding sources that bring revenue to the city of Surprise, which support the quality of life for our residents. Common examples of that is protecting HERF, which is highway user revenue funds, maintaining the vehicular license tax, TPT, state shared income tax. We also support local decision-making authority. We oppose preemption of any of the authority that you have. We feel that our residents elected you to be their voice, and you represent them at the Capitol. Transportation, that's a big one. So continue to seek support to expand our transportation infrastructure in our high growth areas, support regionally coordinated transportation planning, continue to engage regional, state, and federal partners to ensure our residents have reliable and efficient transportation options in and out of our city, and oppose efforts that limit local control and transportation decision-making processes. Support federal and state funding for statewide, regional, and local transportation and infrastructure projects. Work collaboratively with our federal, state, regional, and other local delegations to secure grant funding for our most impactful infrastructure needs. And if you don't mind, Mayor, I'd like to elaborate on transportation, because we know that's a big issue with our residents, specifically in Surprise. And unfortunately, we don't get instant gratification when we're working on policy related to transportation. So just to give residents some insights, the improvements that they're seeing at 30360, that did not happen overnight. In 2021, that started with tours. We gave tours to our state legislators. In 2022, we saw a state appropriation that led to a feasibility study. In 2023, that led to the appropriation for the near-term improvements. In 2024, we were able to retain $750,000 of those improvements, and then we received 5 additional improvements as a result. And in 2025 this year, we are seeking an appropriations to expand upon the improvements we're already making and for to advance the design study of another traffic interchange in that area. So it does take time, but we aren't taking our finger off the pulse. It's still happening. There's just a lot of things happening behind the scenes that people don't see.
I got something else to say.
Land use planning, another big one, because we see so much housing legislation. We want to protect your local authority in the land use planning, support efforts that promote orderly and responsible and sustainable growth, oppose efforts that impede growth management, focus on policies that ensure growth pays for itself, and maintain consistency between local code and state law. Public safety. Preserve and enhance the ability of local government to strategically plan for and respond to emergencies. Support legislation that
I'm
enhances
gonna
public
speak,
safety
but I'm not
services
gonna
while maintaining vigilance with the
speak
protection
out
of
what I
individual
wrote down. I got something else going on.
economic.
I obviously represent District 1, Northwest area. It's large geographically, has complex challenges with the fact that we have obviously major arterial roadways, but we
Oh,
also
the red
have
lady's up there.
Avenue, Route 303, state-controlled roadways, which also presents some complex challenges as we navigate those infrastructure issues. And your relationship down at the Capitol, your ability to stay engaged with that area and really convey the frustration and the pain that we're feeling down to our legislators is something that I'm incredibly grateful for. We have a great opportunity as
700 people watching when there's oh shit, how many
focus on those kitchen table issues, the stuff that folks talk about.
That's not small.
There's
still 480
growth is happening all around you.
Oh shit.
Folks have families, they have practices, jobs, so they can't do that at the Capitol. Someone like me who tries to
This is the small
still
jail, though.
is relying on you to really keep me updated. And so we are so lucky to have a fierce advocate down at Capitol. When I first took office a few years ago, I appreciate you kind of showing the history of the best way to see where we're going is to see where we're going. I said we're gonna focus on the two ways. In the past, it was, hey, this is a state control roadway, there's a lot of roads that are happening, and we just have to go in there. Myself, along with our city manager, you, and incredible staff, and my colleagues up here, we said, no, like, we're gonna do something.
They all admitted
So we
it,
decided
they
to
heard
focus
me
on
say
two
it.
ways.
All
The
of it.
roadways that are
And
under
then
our
you guys
control,
catch them
the
laughing and all that shit.
we said we're gonna advocate. Like, what is that exactly?
what happened.
What do you mean advocate? Are we just gonna beg? No, we're strategic, we're aggressive, and we're pinpointing issues that we can really make a difference on. And I always say, folks, it's really easy to point out a problem, it's hard to bring a solution. And not only, and this is conjunction, we have a great group of engaged residents who are willing to care that we're advocating on. I'm extremely grateful for them. But to not only identify these problems, these challenges we're facing, but also, hey, here's some solutions.
I'm going crazy over here because I got too much going on. I got too much going on.
I'm not gonna bore my colleagues, but there's so many things that we've accomplished that really make a big impact in that area.
Yeah.
And then also taking action on those roadways that are under our control. But that doesn't happen without.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna read that because I left it over there unattended. So they probably read it. I had something else in mind.
We made a lot of progress on the short-term improvements. I always tell folks this isn't a Band-Aid. It's just how can we provide relief in the interim while we pursue those long-term solutions. And I look forward to working with you not only this session as well as Mayor and the rest of the council as we continue to push forward on those objectives that we have for this legislative session, but also how can we identify other opportunities for us to improve the quality of life of residents.
So you gotta do cool.
Seriously, thank
That
you
being
so
do
much for the
cool.
work you do. You are invaluable down there, and so the city.
Chilling out over there.
We'll talk again. Thank you.
Councilman
I
Draper?
just really need a cigarette.
Thank you, Mayor. Jody, I'm not gonna.
That's what she said.
We all know how good you are.
Before or after sex?
You mentioned tips for like 1 second and maybe.
Because you know, you already know. Well,
With ARM, so they don't paper tag image file formats for like JPEGs. Can you, in 60 seconds, explain to everybody what a tax increment financing is and how it would relate here? Because normally those are geographically designated to like one area or something. How would it apply to support?
Well, it would provide an
Yeah,
incentive
that's a
for
badass.
businesses to move here where they're able to
Yeah.
effectively finance. Most of the time it's the infrastructure. I'm not a TIF expert, that's Janine.
No.
Sorry.
That's
Yeah. It's actually not our legislation, it's the city of Tempe's legislation that we're supporting, so we'll get more businesses here because we're losing a lot of businesses to Texas and Nevada because they're able to utilize TIF as a tool for these businesses to come here where we're not able to use it.
And George is with us.
Is that sufficient?
Well, I mean, I don't wanna get into
Yeah.
all the details of it, but yeah, normally it's, I mean, we don't seem to be having that much problem with attracting things, so I guess I wanna just know a little bit more about what that's gonna cost us in the long
they were
run.
with us.
But that's a future discussion.
You went out and got 'em.
Arizona obviously does not do tax increment financing.
We don't, and Councilman Greenberg, the city of Surprise had a resolution that became a bill years and years ago, I think it was 2017, and it was known as EDRA, which was the Economic Development Reimbursement Authority, very similar to what TIP is.
Got a big city
And
council
we never had
meeting.
any momentum at the legislature for that, we lost the sponsor there, so I don't anticipate, given this legislative composition, that that's going to be changing this session.
Okay, thanks.
Mhm.
Vice Mayor, please.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Jody. I mean, you did such a great job. I mean, you have to manage, how many legislators are there? Like 30, 90 legislators, different personalities, different political parties.
block the
I mean,
comments
for those of us
What?
who think
for
we're
their
political,
live
I
stream.
mean, it's a whole different level down there.
You know what I mean? I wonder if the
Thank you for
people
all
are
your
gonna
work. It's
hear
great to have
what's
somebody
gonna
just
be
looking
said
out
right
for,
now,
surprise interest to our residents. I know so many times
When
When,
did it?
when
I've tried to
people
do myself,
get to
where
go
I'll
up
reach
there
out
and
to a
speak their
legislator.
thing,
I have some decent
know what I'm
relationships
saying?
with a few of them.
Yeah.
But it's just so much easier if I just let you take
if they don't
reins
like the
and,
question, are they gonna turn it
anyways,
off or,
But we just trust you to do your job, and thank you so much.
I don't know, never been to one.
Councilman Duffy.
Thank you, Mayor. Jody, thanks for everything on this, and the past few years, the zoning laws have come up, and it's been a battle every year. Do you anticipate that being forefront again?
Yes, so there's already two bills, well, there's several housing bills that have already been dropped. So there's a bill, and forgive me because I don't have the bill numbers with me, but one is lovingly referred to as the YIGB bill, which means the best in God's backyard. So it's effectively by right zoning on land owned by religious institutions. So it's a way to build higher density multifamily, religious owned land. So, that's one of the bills that has been dropped. And then the other one is effectively the same exact starter home bill that was vetoed last year by, Governor Hobbs, which is another by right zoning type bill. So the league, formed a stakeholder group with several of our larger cities. We take a proactive role on that, with many thanks to Lloyd and Tiffany, where we're trying to take a proactive approach, with our legislators rather than a reactive approach with some of the terrible housing legislation that we've seen. So we're hoping that that'll gain a little bit more momentum, at the Capitol this year. Maybe that would be something that can help address the housing issue, but also maintain your local control and responsible growth.
Okay, and I appreciate it, because every year, people listen to think they know this area better than we do. And I've never even been here. So I appreciate everything, because we're always complaining we can figure it out. So I appreciate it, thank you.
No problem.
Jody, I just wanted to say thanks as well. I know my colleagues up here, you know, as soon as I got elected, I started meeting with other elected officials, and you put a big part of that, and every single one of them sung your praise. Every other government agency like MAG, I met with them, they sung your praise. And so I think we're extremely lucky to have you. There's no doubt in my mind that you're a witness effort and just dedication to City Surprise pays dividends for our residents, and it improves their lives. Thank you. With nothing else, no other requests to speak, I'll entertain a motion.
I move to approve the 2025 legislative agenda as presented.
Second. It's been moved and seconded. Please cast your vote. Thank you. Madam Clerk, please read item 11.
Presentation and discussion pertaining to FY 2024 and FY 2025 City Auditor Department report. And each of you should have a presentation copy at your spaces.
Good afternoon, Mayor and council members. It's a pleasure to be here with you today. Today I have two audit reports I'm going to present to you. These reports are from areas which we've never audited before. This is our first time reviewing these two areas. The first one is going to be the travel reimbursement audit report. Our primary goal here was to determine whether the city had adequate controls and governance processes over the city's reimbursement process. For the areas that we reviewed, we reviewed a year and a half worth of activity. The average amount of travel reimbursement for employees was about $11,000 per month. The AP Division of Finance is the primary oversight for the reimbursement of travel reimbursement processes. We examined, there were 707 transactions. We audited approximately 10% of those transactions. And out of that, we determined that We had some strong areas of opportunities that we recommended, which included ensuring that the claim reimbursements were reimbursed for the correct amount, and that was independent verification of those transactions. We also recommended a review of the travel policy to ensure that the travel reimbursement claims have proper final approval. There were a total of 6 audit recommendations that we made. They were all concurred with by the department, and management action plans have been implemented. This program audit, this is our first time again in this particular area. We wanted to determine if our CAP program, our processes and procedures were in compliance with the CAP court handbook and the Arizona revised statutes. But during the background, we determined that the city court of Surprise has implemented the CAP program back in 2019. Since then, the court has processed over $7 million in outstanding tax interceptions and $371.5 million in collections. During our audit, we identified some opportunities for improvements. Our first opportunity of improvement was related to how personal identifiable information is used in training materials. We recommend that it be removed from training materials. We also recommend that they work with the Arizona Supreme Court and the Administration Office of Courts to resolve an issue that they have with their user access report. And the final recommendation was related to training materials to identify what is required and what's the expectations with some of the forms that they use as they're administrating the program. Overall, there were 8 recommendations. 7 of those recommendations were concurred with, and 1 was partially concurred with. The departments have created action plans to address the risk, and they're currently working on those action plans. And that's it. Any questions?
Councilman Mel.
Could you explain your tax interceptions?
So, the client will make an arrangement, a payment arrangement with the court to cover the fines that they cannot pay for. If that payment plan doesn't, they don't stick with that payment plan, the court has the option to go and collect any taxes that they are refunds that they may get, and the tax court can in session take those refunds to cover those fees.
Just want to say thank you for what you do for our city. I know there's a lot of residents probably don't know that you're an appointed official, completely independent of the city, and your audits completely independently. Is that right?
Correct.
And so I think it's important that we have you and your role and your expertise to make sure that we're doing the things in the city right as far as policies and procedures. So I know it's not an easy job when the auditor comes around. People, their blood pressure goes up, but I think for the city, it's an opportunity to learn and grow and learn how to do things better. So I really appreciate your role in keeping the city honest. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Item 12 is consideration and action pertaining to the authorization of the assignment of the Circle City Water Company, LLC, Central Arizona Project Municipal and Industrial Water Entitlement to the City of Surprise, thereby terminating the Circle City Water Company, LLC, Central Arizona Project Water Service Subcontract. Resolution number 2025-12.
Good evening, Mayor, members of council. As the clerk mentioned, this item and the next item are associated with Central Arizona Project contract modifications associated with the city's acquisition of Circle City Water Company. So this is really the culmination of an effort that was initiated back in 2009. And so before we get into the specifics of the contract modifications, I'd like to provide a bit of background for context about Circle City Water Company, some of the high points of the timeline, and then we'll talk about the contract modifications specifically. So the acquisition of Circle City Water Company is not the acquisition of Circle City. This is not associated with an annexation case. Circle City is located about 15 miles northwest of where we stand here this evening. They have about 466 private lots, about 174 lots left to develop. And about 292 current water customers being served by the Circle City Water Company. The map on the right there identifies the water providers that exist within the city's municipal planning boundaries. I'll show you here. So this area right here is where Circle City is. It's reflected in this triangle. And this area up here is also the city's water service area. That's the combination of the city. Circle City currently uses about 23 million gallons per day, or excuse me, per year. To put that into context, the city of Surprise water service area currently uses that much water in about 2.5 days. So this was again identified, and our city council approved 2009 integrated water master plan as a strategic initiative to acquire resources to serve, our growing population and our growing economy. And so with the acquisition comes 3,932 acre-feet of Colorado River water, which necessitates the need to modify those CAP contracts.
Yeah, because you might
So
pick
here's a
up a
quick
weapon and bring
timeline.
it back in.
As I mentioned, we started this effort in 2009. One of the high points of this was in 2018. Our voters approved by overwhelming support to acquire Circle City Water Company. It was over 80% approval. This has gone on for quite some time because it has literally touched every level of the Arizona court system. And it has required the approvals of many regulatory agencies that are in the water business. And so that really brings us here tonight to consider the CAP contract modifications. And while these two slides kind of summed up, what we've been working on and why we haven't been talking about it publicly for a long time. Internally within the department and with our many other department partners, we've been preparing operationally to take this over.
Yeah, because he was alive.
One of the biggest preparation points has been financial preparation. So in 2018, when we did the vote to the public, we made a promise that we would not use ratepayer money or taxpayer money for this acquisition. And off to the right there, that white box there identifies the questions within the pamphlet for voters. But in 2018, we included the Circle City acquisition within our infrastructure improvement plan that drives our development impact fees. So with our water resource impact fee, we're able to complete the purchase of the $15 million without any sort of creative financing or doing anything else. So although we would have liked to close on this much sooner, this time has allowed us to save up and have the cash necessary within that P project there, 71260. From an ongoing basis, the operations and maintenance is estimated to be about $72,000 per year, and the carrying cost of the ownership costs associated with the Central Arizona Project Water is going to be about $1.4 million per year. So back to operational preparedness. In 2022, we conducted a sanitary survey. That's really a look at all of the infrastructure within Circle City Water Company to ensure that we wouldn't be taking over a system that's in violation of any rules or laws, and really just overall condition assessment. And that's made way to the establishment of the Circle City Enhancements Capital Project. We intend to immediately make cyber and physical security upgrades, implement backup generator for redundancy, have the ability to remotely monitor it and control it, and then make distribution system improvements as well. We intend to begin shadowing their current operator immediately, so we kind of get a lay of the land before we actually get the keys. And we intend to close on this if things continue the way they are by July 1st.
This council member.
So next steps, we're going to be coming back to this council in a couple of meetings to talk about rate setting. The Circle City Water Company has not had a rate adjustment since 1988, and we're going to be very sensitive to that. So we'll be coming back with some different recommendations and options. There may be a need to update the stipulated condemnation agreement that we have with Circle City Water Company, but we're trying to avoid that. We'll be back to this council in May for our typical water resources update. That's the one where we usually bring up partners at Central Arizona Project. And again, we're hoping to commence operation and have everything on this by July 1st of this year. So again, getting back to the items that we're taking action on tonight. The first one that the clerk read is associated with the assignment and termination of Circle City's current contract with Central Arizona Project. So that agreement is just simply stating that this volume of water is going to be going to Surprise. And then the next item that the clerk will read is our acknowledgement through a modification of our existing contract to absorb that volume. So that'll bring our, our total Colorado River allocation from 10,249 up to 14,181. So I'll pause there for any questions, and then once we discuss it, we can have the clerk read the next item.
They left. What's up, Ripple?
Councilman Judd?
Thank you, Mayor. Mike, this is fantastic. This is a great presentation. This has been a long road. And we've been all over the map trying to get this stuff pushed through.
Johnny.
You said the residents there's there's a little less than 200 residents out there or water users out there. And their rates haven't changed since the 80s?
Don't go
And
anywhere,
I
guys.
think
I'm not gonna read my
actually
statement.
They're using some.
I'm gonna sing a song.
Hasn't been updated probably since the 80s.
That's correct, also.
We're frequently seeing outages and other problems with their water. What kind of problems are we inheriting? Not specific kind of problems we're inheriting, but what's it gonna cost to get these guys up so that we can stay in compliance, maybe automate some things?
So this capital
Is that the
project,
planking?
P71530,
Planking?
we budgeted about $900,000. The thing that the ACC consistently hears, ACC regulates Circle City Water Company today, is just the lack of redundancy. So during monsoon season, they lose power, the well goes down, the booster pumps go down. And so we immediately want to take better care of these folks, even though they're not our residents technically, they're going to be our customers. And really ensuring that the water is safe. So if we're going to be the provider, we want to make sure that we're proud of the brand that we're serving.
And I mean, 40 years, 30 some odd years, almost 40 years since the rate change. I mean, how steep are we looking to get those guys caught up? I mean, because is it gonna be painful for them?
Yeah, so candidly, if we were to bring the Circle City ratepayers directly up to what the City of Surprise ratepayers are paying, it'd be about a 42% increase monthly. And so that's why we're being sensitive and working with Andrea and her team to figure out a strategy to bring them up to, over time. So that's really the intent.
Okay, so slow increments as we improve the service and hopefully stop some outages. Having to spend a little bit, couple extra dollars a month, we're talking probably.
Exactly.
Whatever works out to be $5-10 a month, but always have water and always have clean water, safe water. All right, thank you, Mike.
And Mr. Blue, you said you're gonna come back with that, what Councilman Joe was talking about as far as the increases for us to discuss and talk about?
Yeah, so the timeline here, based on statute, we've got to have some time associated with establishing rates. So the intent right now is to come back in April. We're working on the various scenarios and options right now, and then potentially take action on that, setting the rates in mid-June in time for us to take over the system in July.
Okay, thank you. Councilman Bell.
Anyway, guys, been following this for so many years. I'm so excited that I'm here on City Council. I finally get to vote on this. It's a great acquisition, and throughout this entire episode, the City of Surprise and you, Mr. Belay, have been class acts, sensitive to the Circle City ratepayers, even sensitive and understanding to the litigators. And now that it's all said and done, I'm really proud of Surprise and how we got through here, how we planned smart, and we carried it. We had a long struggle to get here. We were class acts the entire way, and I really appreciate your professionalism and leadership, Michael. Thank you.
Thanks, Mayor.
Thank you, Mayor. So it's an interesting dynamic, right? I mean, we're taking over this area of water, but we're not annexing the residents, which is definitely, I mean, not something I've heard of us doing before. I'm definitely supportive. I think this is a good move for the city. Sorry, I probably should have done that. But at the same time, this is one of those interesting things. So if we're raising fees, it's not going to be on Surprise residents. It's going to be on Circle City residents. So this is one of those few times where I'm not opposed to that necessarily, because if we were to not raise the rates, then Surprise taxpayers would be subsidizing those repairs that need to happen. So I think it's important that that we're reasonable and that we're fair, because there isn't really a lot of accountability for them, right? Because like here, if we make a bad decision or we raise something, like we're held accountable elections. This is a little different. So we definitely want to be reasonable, but at the same time, I think that those repairs and upkeep that has to happen needs to pay for itself. And that's the plan, correct?
Exactly.
Okay, thank you.
For else, right?
So, Mr. Blue, I had a couple of questions. When we talk about our water portfolio and long-term, what does this acquisition mean in that sense? What does it mean for the city of Surprise and our water portfolio in the future?
So from a Colorado River supply perspective, this acquisition or contract modification represents a 40% increase to Colorado River water, and then a 20% increase across our entire portfolio. So it's pretty significant.
And so in 2009, you started this process, and what was the cost of, say, 15 million back in 09? I did.
Exactly. So we started to negotiate that acquisition price in about the 2014 timeline.
Okay.
And so, yeah, we're fortunate to have good partners in Circle City Water Company that they've held strong to that number till today.
And so if we try to acquire that amount of acre feet of water in today's dollars, what do you think that would cost us?
So Queen Creek just acquired 2,000 acre feet of Colorado River water
Yes,
for $24 million. And so this is a nearly 4,000 acre feet, so probably 50 something.
That's correct. Yeah, I'm gonna kind of piggyback on what Councilman Melton said, but just your leadership and expertise in leading the water resource management department is just incredible, and our city is in a great position because of you and your entire team. So I just want to say thank you. This is a huge thing for us. Okay. During our scene.
To approve resolution 2025-12.
Seconded. Been moved and seconded. Please cast your vote.
Spend more money on water.
Absolutely.
That's a unanimous yes vote, Mayor.
Okay, thank you. Madam Clerk, please read item 13.
Consideration and action pertaining to the authorization of amendment number 1, the subcontract number 07FF30W0505 among the United States, the Central Arizona Water Conservation District, and the City of Surprise, resolution number 2025-11.
I move to approve resolution 2025-11.
Second. It's been moved and seconded. Please cast your vote.
That's a unanimous yes vote, Mayor.
Thank you.
Thank you. Please read item 14.
Consideration and action to approve an addendum to the real estate purchase contract with Deer Valley and 185th Avenue 2 LLC and Arizona Limited Liability Company for approximately 27 acres of property located near 185th Avenue and Deer Valley Road.
What?
Good evening, Mayor and Council. How you doing tonight?
Good.
I'm coming before you again to talk about an item we talked or discussed with you for approval on the 3rd of December, which was a land acquisition up north. And we have a few new members on the council. I'm not going to go through the entire presentation we have on the 3rd, but I do have a few highlights. Before I get to that, though, I wanted to discuss with you what we're here to talk about tonight. As you can see here on the 3rd, this body did approve us to move forward to engage in a purchase contract for approximately 30 acres of land up north. Tonight, we're before you to have an amendment approved. This amendment is going to move the close of escrow up from the June timeframe to February the 7th. It's going to remove an easement that was an issue that we were discussing with legal at length about, so that's good news for us. And it also updates the signer to the new mayor, Mayor Sartor. So that's what we're here to talk about tonight. I'll give you a few of the highlights here. Again, this is the overall site, 30 acres, 5 acres right out of the gate. We're going to dedicate to build Fire Station 310. We hope to be in design on that here in the next, we'll call it 10 to 12 months. Public Safety Master Plan, we're also engaging in that as we speak, working with procurement this week, as a matter of fact, to secure the contract with them. That plan will also help us plan out the entire site here before you. And then we're also working with our partners in Public Works, Water, Solid Waste, looking at what their needs may be up in the Northwest. Like I said, this is a long-range planning project. These are, this project, I mean, if we hit the ground running, I think it would take us, I'll spit out another 10 to 15 years maybe to get it all done. So This is just the first step in that. Important to note that Andrea would be upset with me if I didn't point this out, but a lot of these future projects are not currently funded. That's the stuff we're going to be working on in the coming years to figure out how we're going to fit into that. Again, Fire Station 310 is a bond-funded project. There's your schedule designed to begin in 26, FY26, construction to start 27, and hopefully kind of turning the lights on in there in that building in FY28. That station there will serve that Copper Canyon North, and then hopefully when Deer Valley connects in the future, in future years out, that will also help us get to the areas far west Surprise. So if you guys have any questions for me, I'd be happy to answer them.
Councilman Haney.
Thank you, Mayor. Chief, I know we talked earlier just with legislative priorities and smart growth, proactive planning, and public safety, and this is a prime example. Obviously, this bond went to the voters, and they approved it, both residents of North Surprise and South Surprise. If you live not in District 1, but let's say in a district more south of that, how would an addition to the system, station into this system impact their fire station in their neighborhood?
Yeah, Councilman Haney.
I'm getting
Apologize, Vice Mayor. Councilman Haney, Mayor, that's a great question, and that, we do feel that a lot at community meetings and stuff. So I would love to answer that for you. What happens when we have a call there right now? Resources from other areas have to go head up to that area. We're about to open the new station in Councilman Duffy's area. So if something happened up north, and it likely will before the station opens, resources have to kind of move to the north. That depletes us in the far south portions of the city. So what we're doing, that causes up there some delayed response times there, and also it impacts us in the areas that they have to leave. And so by adding that station up north, what that will do for the folks down south will ensure that their resources are more reliable, if you will. They'll be available for those calls when they happen in their area. Now, a large call, obviously, resources deploy and we go mitigate. But, normal operating, that will definitely enhance the reliability for those stations down south.
Okay. And speaking of station, I think we've talked about it before, but we have some new additions. This station, how is it going to be built? What kind of apparatus can we expect to be housed on this station?
Yeah, it's a great question. So as you guys know, it takes us almost 3 years now to get a piece of apparatus from the time we order it, from the time we cut the PO to delivery. Fire Station 309, as a matter of fact, we just got a picture. It's coming off the line in about 2 weeks. The time is close, but we ordered that truck about a month before we really got to work on the fire station. So it does take us a long time. Right now, what we have set up in the project is to buy the second ladder truck that will go in service in the city. It is important to note, though, that we're not certain if that truck will go into that station when it goes on the road. So what I mean by that is if you move that resource up to, say, 304 north of Grand, that engine that's at that station now would then move into the new station. We just maybe shuffle those resources around. But this project does carry funding to purchase the second ladder truck for the city, which is a huge enhancement for us.
Okay, so there'll be an owl hazard unit responding out of there with
Definitely.
2 EMTs, 2 paramedics that are also firefighters that are a hot zone. Because obviously, especially in that northwest area, sometimes if you have a large incident, your resources are coming from all different directions. It's going to be a little more extended response time. So this will really positively impact those residents as far as service delivery goes.
Yes, sir, definitely. The other thing to point out, as we've talked about, I think a little bit with you guys, we have 2 kind of models. Neighborhood station, a little smaller. Takes an engine, can take up to 2 engines in a rescue or an ambulance. That's what this is called out for. We have our district stations, are a little larger. They can take up to 3 apparatus, a rescue, and a battalion chief. This would be a neighborhood style stations, 4 bays. We anticipate probably moving some brush resources into there, so water tankers, water tenders, brush trucks. That's kind of our urban interface area out there. So, once this building is in design, we'll talk to operations chief back there, Deputy Chief Rivera and his team to see what we think is best to move the resources and deploy them to the proper stations.
And once the station's built, it'll be ready to go to have units respond. It's not going to be the station's built, and now we're playing catch up with the resources and manpower.
That's right.
It's ready to go.
As a matter of fact, we're going to start hiring for that fire station here this summer. That's our goal. We go in phases. We try to hire in smaller groups. So the 3-year build up to to open in the door. That's exactly what we did for the fire station in Councilman Duffy's area. It worked really well.
Thanks to you
Partnership
people
with
for
the
sharing that out.
budget. And we hope to continue to do that.
And Chief, when you say you're hiring, what's the benefits of starting to hire now even though the station's not there?
Yeah, again, great question. So it probably takes Chief Worrell back there to go. Chief's here tonight. Chief Worrell manages most of our recruitments for us, and he would tell you, we typically start every year applications in August, maybe May, intent to recruit. We don't have a hiring list on the chief's desk until November, December timeframe, and then we're hurrying to try to get people into the January, February academy. So what we're trying to do is get in front of all of that. So we start the hiring process a little early, bring folks on board. Sometimes they don't make it through the academy. Sometimes things happen in their background. Whatever it is, we're relieving that pressure right before it's time to go live and getting these folks on board. The other thing we're doing is training them. It takes us about a year once they get out of the academy, 10 months, 9 to 10 months on the road, giving them the time. We're trying to make sure we have seasoned folks that are going to be operating out of these buildings when we turn the lights on. And the last thing I'll tell you what it does, relieves a little bit of retirement pressure at the end. Right now, we're starting to see retirement set in our department. Not something we've been used to, but it's happening now. And so you can see if you hire 20 people at once, they're all going to be eligible to leave 20, 25 years later. That's a really hard cycle to break later on. So we're trying to space that out and kind of relieve some pressure, if you will, to not only the fire department, but the fire department, human resources, everybody that's involved in that.
And then, sorry, I have one more question. So obviously, the getting them through the academy and then also the probationary time training, we're alleviating that pressure, trying to rush them out in the field. But then we also mentioned that we'll have paramedics on these trucks. How long does paramedics school take and what does that look like?
So that's another great question. It's about a 1-year commitment from the time that we put an intent out in the organization to see who's interested. They have to go through a minor skills assessment to make sure that they can function as a basic EMT before we send them to paramedic school. Once we send them 8 to 10 months, depending on the program. I will have you know though that is resilience from a resiliency standpoint. We know that we have to train a lot of paramedics. I know you know this, but a lot of the other departments in town are all having kind of looking at, hey, we don't have enough medics, or we don't have the capacity to train the need that we have. So surprise Chief Suburbi, he's not here tonight, but if he was, he would be able to tell you this in the back. But for a year and a half, he's been working on developing our own medic program here so that Surprise Fire can train its own paramedics, because it is tough to rely on the community colleges or the city of Phoenix, for example. Their schedules change. Sometimes it doesn't line up with us. So in order for us to build our own resource and take care of our community here, we're working really hard to get that done. I thought it would be easier to do, and it's a little more challenging, but we're working through it.
Thank you, Chief. I appreciate the proactiveness. I get this question quite a bit from residents of, they see all the growth around them and they're concerned if I call 911, am I, one, going to get someone to respond in a timely fashion, but who am I getting? I think a lot of folks don't understand all that goes into building staff. I can tell you, my family realized that now is the fire truck, EMTs and chief paramedics, so the park staff in the fire truck for folks that are able to be with them and hopefully save their lives.
Oh, you're good.
So I really appreciate the proactive planning not only with the station, but also making sure that the station's only as good as the people on it. So making sure we're having some highly trained individuals that are ready to respond to the community and driving that station up and running. So I'm really excited about this. And that's all.
Is anybody gonna do the online commentary?
Yeah, I just want to reiterate one point. We're going out for a presentation. One of my residents, the residents that I represent, you can ask me like, well, why should I vote for this? This is all like no surprise. And we have these situations, too, when schools go out and the growth right now is happening like a surprise. And I just told them, look, it's nice. Like I get it. Like we have a fire station right across from Douglas on Greenway and Parkview. But you want that fire truck to stay nearby, because the automatic aid system, it's a great system, but there's nothing to stop, a truck from 302 going up to the Surprise, and then someone in Sun City Grams who, fell and couldn't get up, and now, I'm not saying but obviously we're always prepared, we're always ready, but there is a limit, right? There is a limit, we only have so many people and so many trucks, so we just wanna make sure that, we obviously have the resources that we need. So I'd be interested to see, once this fire truck, or this fire station goes into service down the road, and it's gonna be a little bit, but how response times shift,
Yeah.
I'd be lying if I told you I knew what a good response time was, but you know what I mean, like, just to see, like, I'm sure we can go to council meeting for that, but just to see, like, what it looks like, and so we can actually have the data and have the numbers and say, okay, look, this is why we're doing it, this is the standard, this is where we're at, and this is where we're going to go in the future.
Sure,
So-
yeah, absolutely, Vice Mayor, and again, when Station 9 opens, we should be able to tell Councilman Duffy how many calls the station will open on opening day, because we've been tracking for, I'm gonna look at Chief Spurlin, but I think we've been tracking inside the area how many calls per day would go to that truck if it were in service. So we'll research that and provide that to you, but also be able to show you a little bit of what response times are to the high school out there. We're right down the street from them. So same thing up north too, and also maybe give you some reliability data for the stations in your own neighborhoods right now.
Absolutely, and that just all goes back to the residents, they're the ones who voted to approve this, they're the ones, putting the bill on the property taxes and investing in Surprise. And so we just wanna show them that their money's well worth it, and that we know what you know what you're doing. We show everybody that we got it all buttoned up, we got it all figured out. You guys are awesome, so thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Chief, this is strategic, it's long-term, it's, going in the places that we're growing north and west. This is huge, so thank you for your leadership on this, and your entire team, the entire city of Surprise. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Mayor.
I can do it. I move to approve the addendum to the purchase contract for 27 acres of property located near 185th Avenue and Deer Valley Road.
Waste my money.
Thank you. It's been moved and seconded, please cast your vote. It was Councilman Judd.
That's a unanimous yes vote, Mayor.
Okay. I will now conduct a call to the public. Madam Clerk, do we have any requests to address the council on non-agenda items?
Yes, Mayor, I have 6 requests to speak. As I call you out, please remember to state your name and the city that you live in when you get to the podium. First, I have James Ellis.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. My name is James Ellis. I live in Surprise off of Waddell on 175th Avenue. I'm going to bring up a couple of items that might be able to be put on the agenda in the future. The fire chief spoke really well about response times, the new station 310. Some of my concerns living in the south part of the city is the public safety responses to the new Desert Diamond White Tanks Casino surrounding areas. So I'm going to kind of address the elephant in the room. I've been hearing a lot of different things about this situation. Does the city of Surprise have a contract to provide public safety responses to the reservation casino that's outside our city limits? Is it a verbal agreement or a written agreement? If we do, how much is the city being compensated by the reservation for these public safety services, if any? Can the city council make this public regarding our police and fire service responses and any potential contracts between the two parties? Just recently, I had noticed Surprise police units in and around the casino since its grand opening last month, along with an all-hazards Surprise fire department unit just days ago responding to a vehicle accident just outside the casino property. My concern is response times will increase above the NFPA standards of 5 minutes and 20 seconds in the southern parts of our city under the automatic aid agreement, even with the new fire station 309 going into service later this year. As we see future expansion of the Desert Diamond White Tanks Casino with a hotel and conference center and continued annexation of the city of Glendale to our southern border will indeed increase our call demand for fire responses. That's why I'm suggesting funding for a medical response unit, an MR unit they call it. It's a full ALS staffing unit that can help lower response times in the southern parts of the city and keeping all hazard response units responding more within our city limits instead. An MR unit is staffed by 4 firefighters with 2 being paramedics, and they can respond to any medical emergency, including cardiac arrest, to trauma calls. Excuse me, it can also be utilized for additional manpower on any fire ground call, and the cost for the apparatus of this type is a fraction of the cost of a traditional fire engine. This could respond to the casino and surrounding areas for any medical emergency, excuse me, under the automatic gate agreement. And the additional funding could be paid through the reservation casino if properly negotiated between both parties, saving the city of Surprise and the taxpayers a significant amount of money for both the fire and police department. So basically, in summary, I do support, fire responses to the casino. As long as it doesn't affect our city residents, and if we can get the funding through the casino to pay for that, I'm all for it. So thank you.
Mr. Roth, do you deal with Mr. Ellis and answer some of those questions?
Yes, Mayor. In fact, Chief Espy's ready to do that right now, and he has that information.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next I have Paula Anderson.
Hi, I'm Paula Anderson, I live by myself, I don't want to give my streets, that's a little spooky. But anyhow, a while ago, I did, pose an online question about, specific language used in our public meeting rules. And I'm here today to urge some corrective, language. As of 3:30 today, the wording of those rules hasn't been updated. I know this isn't as important as, fire safety and water, but it is important. I don't want to see any more lawsuits and bad publicity coming down. So anyhow, hopefully I won't bore you all. Quick, super fast history lesson. Jump back 100 years. Basically, there is a Supreme Court ruling in 1925. It's Gitlow versus New York. State law must be consistent with the First Amendment and not violate freedom of speech. And it basically says Congress shall make no rule that actually applies to all levels of government, not just federal, state, boils down to all of us. Then moving, fast forwarding to 1971, it's really the often quoted by certain people, the Supreme Court case that Cohen versus California. You might have heard that or read some of that on some of those Facebook posts. That basically says speech, even profane, offensive speech. Guess what? It's protected. Okay? Fast forward another few years to 1973. This is the case of Miller versus California. To restrict speech, there are some things we can restrict. One of those things is being obscene, but to be obscene speech, there are very, very narrow criteria. And I can share those later if anyone wants those. So as of 3:30 today, our public meeting rules still say, blah, 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 section 5, a civil decorum will be expected of all speakers, and blah, 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 prohibited, disruptive behavior includes, but is not limited to threats, profanity, words likely to provoke immediate combat, blah, blah, blah. You've got to change that. Okay, words matter. Okay, somebody's gonna come up here and say a profane word. And if you guys get mad or do something or call a police chief, I would rather see our money go towards fire and more water instead of paying off lawsuits. Thank you very much.
Next I have John Goodnow.
Evening, some new faces, it's refreshing. So, I came here tonight a little late. I wanted to come after the meeting last time, and I did. But I gotta tell you guys, doing government's not that hard, right? You gotta honor your oath and not be a dick. I mean, that's really the basic rules of government. And I saw some good change after what happened for Rebecca Massey. I really did. It was some good new mayor, new city attorney coming in. So we got some good things. And then all of a sudden a video leaked from the chief of police, right? And I got it queued up here, and I'm not gonna quote him, I'd rather just use his own words. But essentially what the chief is saying, you're all crazy.
Here to get this out real quick. What happened last week
in a council meeting resulted in what I think everybody in the world is calling an illegal arrest and a violation of someone's First Amendment rights. That's clearly not what we're about, and that is not what happened.
That's literally what happened, right? So what the chief just told us was that the entire world was wrong. What we witnessed with our lying eyes was wrong. I'm a root cause guy. My son was threatened to be shot and killed here in the state of Arizona in 2019. School didn't say anything to the police or the parents. I took action. I got the law here changed.
Good.
Right?
Great.
15,541 and 330,312. Right now,
Take care of her.
I got it mandated where the schools have to say something if there's a threat of violence in schools. So I have a challenge to you guys. How about we make constitutional training mandatory for the police? The police aren't going to do it themselves. So the only way that that's going to happen is it's going to come from this council. And this council is going to have to mandate that the police officers who serve the public understand the Constitution that they took an oath to serve. We saw 2 oaths being taken here. What are the very first things that you swear that oath to? It's the Constitution. What's the very first law in the Constitution? It's the First Amendment. And if every one of your police officers can't recall the 5 protections codified in the First Amendment right off the top of their head, what are they doing with the badge and gun? If they can't, if they don't know what our freedoms are, how in the world can they protect them? And the chief put that on full display when he leaked the video to the world that we're all wrong and we didn't see what we saw. Take care of it, City Council. I challenge you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Wise words.
This next form does not have a last name, so Michelle.
Be me.
Good evening, infidels and fellow Constitution lovers. I was gonna
If
read
you
my
are.
statement today, but I accidentally left it out where people could read it. And I felt that it was no longer a secure statement to read to you guys. So, today we're gonna talk about the Constitution, the First Amendment specifically. Do you guys know there's 5 elements to the Constitution? Freedom of speech, freedom to assemble, freedom to redress. Do you guys know any of the other ones? All right. So freedom of speech, freedom to assemble, freedom of press, freedom to redress our government, and one more. Freedom of religion. Oh, yes. Well, you guys don't have to ask to go to church, do you? I wouldn't ask to go to church because that's my First Amendment right? Well, so it's free speech. So it's free press. So I'm going to sing a song for you guys. I hope you like it. I've been singing it for about 20 years. Fuck shit, fuck, 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 fuck shit, fuck shit, fuck, fuck, fuck. Yes. Fuck shit, fuck, fuck, fuck. Woohoo! Fuck shit, fuck, fuck, fuck. So now I see that you guys finally respect the First Amendment. Good job, guys.
Good job.
I believe this
That's how you
person
fuck
is
shit.
Johnson?
Huh?
Grande Johnson. Entering the scene.
Good evening, Your Majesty. Oh, shit. Good evening, Your Majesties, and thank you for gracing us with your presence this evening, and thank you for allowing me to address you. I was actually going to say something along the lines of that, what that woman just said, but it's already been done, and I don't think I need to really be just overly obnoxious. But I think that sometimes points need to be made, right? and I'm glad that you guys are starting to understand. What I do want to say though is that I'm glad that there's a new mayor here. I appreciate what you're doing, Kevin, thank you. And I guess there's a new city attorney coming as well. But I really think that the police chief either needs to do the right thing and resign and walk away, or that you all need to do something. Mistakes happen, we all make them. And I think that what happened to Rebecca came out of, I would even say, I'm even gonna dare to say maybe even innocent ignorance. People not necessarily meaning to do something wrong, I don't know, it was pretty over the top. But mistakes happen. But when the police chief doubled down and tripled down on that mistake and encouraged his other officers to continue to do the same thing that was done before, and encouraged his officers to pat the cop on the back who violated someone's constitutional rights, again, mistakes happen, but man, when you double and triple down on it like that, chief, he's gotta go. And I think that you should do the right thing for your community and just leave on your own. That's all I have. Thank you all so much.
Here, here. Thank you.
I second that.
And this is the final registered speaker, Mayor Alex Christ.
Thank you. 175th and Waddell, Duffy's district. Mayor, Vice Mayor, council members, our republic is strong and democracy lives on. We have come to a new direction in our country. And listening to the speech given by our new Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, I am hopeful for our success. If you haven't heard it, I hope that you catch it, because it was an excellent speech at the State Department. And Mayor, Vice Mayor, council members, I don't envy the decisions that you will have to make, but I know they will be made with wisdom and discernment. And I'll be praying for you, because this year is going to be different. I definitely know that, especially from Mayor's speech from last time. I also want to acknowledge the brave men and women of the city staff who will be taking calls and messages such as traffic is important, education is important, but to me, Taco Tuesday is going to be important. Stick that in the budget.
Hey, lucky laptop.
But Mayor, Vice Mayor, council members, I'm glad we have a republic. I'm glad that people like us, citizens, and you saw our veterans here. I care very much for them because they fought so hard for us. And we have people from fire department, from education, veterans that will represent us, and I do trust in you. I do trust that our republic will stay strong. And I echo the speech from our president. From this moment on, America's decline is over. Our golden age has begun. And I believe that for our city as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Council members, do you have any other business or future agenda items you want to talk about?
I got one. And you kind of gave me this idea, so I gotta share the credit with you, but, you know, we talk a lot
Oh,
about
he shook his
traffic
head
and
when you
surprise.
said something about the first one.
Rightfully so, we talk about Northwest Surprise because there are some concerns there, and also on West Surprise, but, you know, Bell Road is quite the road, and it's only, you know, we've done a lot to mitigate some of the traffic concerns on Bell Road, but as City Center builds out, it would be nice to have like a work session or just like a review, whether it's part of our strategic plan or it's a work session by itself on Bell Road and just some traffic improvements we could do. The ones that come to mind are specifically that I'm thinking of, and it could be more than this, but extending or adding left-hand turn lanes, specifically at Bell and Litchfield, that oftentimes gets backed up so far that you know, if you're trying to go straight and you're in the left lane, you can get stuck 2-3 lights. We've done a lot of things. The city has done a lot. Blinking yellow lights, adding a left-hand turn lane to Reams, but it would just be nice to take a look at Bell Road and just to work with Eric and maybe take a look at some what improvements we could do, because one of my biggest gripes with government is that, and not us, of course, because, right, no, I'm just kidding. But one of my biggest gripes with government in general is that we're too reactive, right? We wait till something becomes an issue and then we have to play catch up. So with this thing, we see city center building out, we'd like to see us be proactive and take a look at all of it, so.
Well, thank you for that. And as we move towards the work sessions or the strategic planning sessions that we're gonna have, I think those ideas, and any council member that has some ideas that we can work together to just make sure that we are representing the city and what our people come good idea.
Good night. How are you too? Thank you.
Could be early morning.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, just like Councilman Hastings, I'd like to, I don't know if you specifically requested a certain part of it, but I'd like it to be citywide, because I talked to Eric about it. And there's not just Bell Road, but some other areas in my district. Island Prep Hospital, and Central Oregon. And this subject comes up a lot about school traffic, school safety. It's almost like the requirements that ADOT has for high schools, which I think I talked about it about 50 years ago. I worked charter schools and everybody bused. Not the same as it used to be where parents let kids walk to school. It's different now. So how those rules should be different. I think we should all talk about it because there are safety issues that Highland Prep, Ernest Hunter should be addressed. We're working on Highland Prep right now. So it still should be talked about. And then other areas of the city.
Grande.
Make sure there be hots to stop traffic as kids cross. Safety should be.
Them two up there.
Thank you.
What about them? They're ready to go.
Just ring around the
Who are the cops?
to the presentation we talked about. All right, hearing or seeing no other requests to speak or future agenda items, let's jump into the council report. So we'll start with District 1.
I don't have an executive session, so I have nothing to report.
District 2.
You can have it.
Somebody's gotta do it.
Or you can call back to City Hall and see, City Hall, if you go to their directory, which is at the kiosk up there, they can tell you who to talk to get to the right person to get you that request for the information.
And then what was it, that officer's name, Miller?
He's not an officer, he's just.
Hold on, my back up.
What is that?
Some fellow that comes off the street.
You want it sideways?
And what kind of law enforcement powers do they have?
I don't know, I couldn't tell you.
I got 2 or 3.
They're not law.
I got James Freeman in the background.
I don't know the training of what powers they're looking
Who
at.
hires them?
I would say the city,
Oh,
just
he
like they
should probably
hire us.
quit then, huh?
I'm sorry?
He should probably, oh, so he gets paid for. the
No, he's a
fact that-
volunteer, he does not get paid.
Oh, he's a volunteer. Okay. He should probably retire then, huh? See, that, you can't really hurt that much.
Somebody says something.
But seriously, you can't really hurt it.
You know.
Maybe he doesn't, he would be paying attention to what he's doing at home, right? Sounds like it. You should encourage him to retire, quit doing that.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I got like 20. Do we get everybody? Hey, Anna Banana. Two newbies. There it is. There's that laugh. I love it.
speak their mind at the city hall meeting, and from what the city.
Your turn.
People have told us, they've had people sprinkling in out here for public comment ever since Rebecca Massey's arrest, from all over the country, different weeks, so. It's,
They said I need a picture with you. So I might still give a whatchamacallit, but it's not gonna go there first. Come this way. There we go. I can get a screenshot.
All right, sweet.
And I'll get one with Joe Cool. I think everybody's ready to go though. Thank you for speaking. All right, let's get my picture. I'll do it myself. Right here. Yeah, scoot back. Yeah, scoot back a little. You scoot back. There you go. Yeah, I can get one off of that. I got George in the background. You're the short down a little.
That's a kid's name? Scott.
All right, you guys. That's what we're doing today. We're gonna head outside. They're still in there talking. I'm going to a break, I think. All right, I'm gonna end it, you guys. Thank you guys for all being here. That's the whole crew in the city council meetings. Thank you all for being here. I'm gonna end it. Have a good night. I called Dick today. All right. Good. I'm glad you called Dick today. You're welcome. Yes, please send me it so we can play it live tomorrow. All right, I'm gonna end it. You guys have a good night.